The time is now, ladies and gentlemen. The New World Order is upon us. Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, the entire Illuminati, the World Economic Forum, the Davos Group, the World Health Organization, all of them, they are all upon us. And it's happening right as we speak. Like literally, today was the first day of the Davos of the World Economic Forum meeting in Davos today, the Davos Group. Basically, the World Economic Forum, as you guys are aware of, that I've talked about them multiple times, is the founder of the World Economic Forum is Klaus Schwab. Klaus Schwab is a member of the Illuminati. Klaus Schwab is a Rothschild. The Rothschilds are the most powerful families of the entire Illuminati. They are by far the most powerful, and no one even touches them. The one right below them are the Rockefellers, and the Rockefellers are the second most powerful family. And Bill Gates, he is a Rockefeller himself. And Bill Gates was also speaking at the Davos event today. Like literally, there is so much disturbing shit that was at these meetings and these events today in Davos. Like this is a 5-day event, but the thing just ended not too long ago. And like all this, like Klaus Schwab spoke, Bill Gates spoke, a bunch of Zelensky spoke. There were a ton of people that spoke today. Like, and it was incredible. Well, today technically is the next day, but still though, this episode was supposed to start streaming about like 20 or 30 minutes ago, but things were happening. I needed to prepare, and so that's why I'm a little late for right now. Sorry about that, guys, but had to do that because I had all my I had to get my notes all together and stuff like that. Yeah, and so right now, I wanted to go start talking about stuff from the meeting first. Well, I'll talk about some of the stuff right now. And right before we get into like all the like Klaus Schwab and like unlike some other people and stuff like that, the first what I want to because Alex Jones was talking about this today on Infowars. Well, and I wanted to I actually got a clip from that. I'm not going to show. I'm just going to show like a few seconds of it. Then we'll get right into it. But I'll show that part right here. We're gonna watch this right here.
And they are openly announcing hell on earth. The quote, painful transition into the post-industrial world, the end of the family as you know it, forcing massive populations into re-education camps. It is all being announced. War, famine, collapsing borders, devalued currencies, pedophilia openly being purported and sold by the system.
Like literally, like that is just a small clip from Infowars today, but like literally, we're gonna get into like a lot of that stuff. But this entire stuff was disturbing today. Like basically, like they're talking about we need like stuff that the people at the World Economic Forum were talking about. We need to globalize everything. We need to have stockholders like the world, the entire world be like a stock. Like have each company people have like each country own like a small part of it. Like this gets some really heavy and disturbing shit right here. It's creepy. Like Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates, these are some of the most evil people that exist on this planet. Like literally, like the way that they can issue this Great Reset, like, and they've openly admitted this, is basically like to destroy our economy. Because they want our economy to do badly so we can rely on other countries for resources, like we're doing right now with how bad gas prices are, which they're being inflated. And technically, I believe they're intentionally being inflated on purpose. That is what they are doing, so that we have to rely on other countries for oil. And so, like, basically, because they want a one world government, they don't want no free speech. And we're going to get into that because I got a clip from that today. But they don't want any free speech. They don't want any free thinking. They don't want any freedom. They don't want anything. They want to control and track and trace you every moment of your day, every second of your life, 24/7. They don't want you. They want you, like you all know the famous quote, "You will own nothing and you will be happy." Like literally, these people are so sick. Like literally, these monsters. Like, oh, and I know I'm talking like a whole bunch of stuff right here, but that's just how I talk. Okay, but literally, like I believe what's going to happen is like right now with how bad the inflation is right now, they're intentionally trying to destroy our currency and not just ours, but every currency around the world and create a one national currency. Whether or not they actually create a one out of thin air, or they just take Bitcoin, which I theorized beforehand that Bitcoin will become the world reserve currency, and they'll just take that and have Bitcoin be the one currency they use. And I'm not convinced. I don't know yet, because like people like Bill Gates has said that Bitcoin uses too much electricity and it goes against the green energy plan. Like literally, like this is some literally they're literally going full on force with this green energy plan. But I'm trying to say with it because and like they're pushing electric cars on us because they don't want us to use fossil fuel to lower carbon emissions. And guess what? And guess what? More carbon is used with electric cars. Did you guys know that? Because these electric cars are actually coal powered, literally. But the thing is about them is that they don't last that long. The cars don't last that long, and because they're actually trying to limit our travel and limit our movement so they can control and track us all the time. That is literally what is going on right now. Like, oh my God, like there's so much stuff. Like today was an angry day. Like, oh my God, there is so much going on. Like I gotta calm down right now. I gotta calm down, and I'm gonna go, and I gotta go right into this right here. This is actually the biggest clip from the entire event today. I'm gonna show you guys this. This is Klaus Schwab, who I've told you, the head of the World Economic Forum. He's the one behind the Great Reset agenda. I'm gonna play you this clip right now so you guys can see it right here.
The future is not just happening. The future is built by us, by a powerful community as you here in this room. We have the means to improve the state of the world. But two conditions are necessary. The first one is that we act all as stakeholders of larger communities, that we serve not our only self-interests, but we serve the community. That's what we call stakeholder responsibility.
Their goal is to destroy capitalism. That is literally what Klaus Schwab is trying to do. But capitalism not in the sense like, oh, the way it is right now. Like capitalism, like free, open market, you can do what you want. But their version of capitalism is that they'll just handpick each person that they want to get to a higher stake. Literally, like this is complete and total control. No freedom of speech, nothing. Like, and as I said beforehand, the World Economic Forum with Klaus Schwab being a Rothschild, the World Economic Forum is just a ploy. It's like something they put front and center because it is just a small, tiny sliver of the Illuminati, a very small sliver of it, and because it's like also with the WHO and the United Nations and NATO, like literally, like that is just the shielding for them so that they can't bring it out on them. Like so, basically, like they're not revealing all their secrets like openly, but they're revealing a lot right now. But they're not revealing everything at once. They're having that be front and center to take some of the pressure off them. Okay, you guys are creepy. Like literally, like you guys are some sick and evil people. Like, what is going on with you guys? Like I said, like they're showing their true colors right now. If any of us thought that they were actually revealing their entire plan before this, like it's nothing compared to it now. Nothing. They're revealing their entire plan right now. Because this is the big Davos event. There's got about 4 more days left of this. Oh my God! Like literally, I don't know what is going to happen right now. They're revealing their entire plan for global control and like some alliance like thing, because like I said, they don't want us owning anything. Like literally, what they want for us is to they want us living in pods, eating bugs, and be plugged into the metaverse. Even though I'm not sure the metaverse was mentioned over there today, but clearly but clearly it's definitely part of their plan. Like part of the metaverse fits into their plan. You will own nothing and you will be happy. Well, the thing is like you will not. What they're referring to is you will not own any physical objects. You will be living in a pod and be plugged into the metaverse. We will be in this little fantasy land. Nothing is really here. Like literally, like this is where we are heading right now, guys. Literally, like I wish the senators would be calling and congressmen would be calling press conferences talking about this crap. The good ones like Rand Paul, Josh Hawley, Ted Cruz, like those guys, or Jim Jordan. But the thing is, they won't because they are terrified. It's like even at the controlled level, every person in government has some control over. Like they are controlled to an extent. Everyone is, but they still know what they can and can't get away with. And they know that if they go after the Davos group, if they go after the World Economic Forum and all these elites, they will be killed. Because guess what? If you speak out like that, you will be killed. Because especially by anyone else in power, any of the other elites. Like look at JFK, for instance. JFK was one of the elites. He was without question one of the elites. And look what happened to him. They took him out because he was going against them. Because he was going to reveal all of their secrets. And they took him out because of that. Like literally, like this stuff is some heavy shit. Like, yeah, like it's incredibly disturbing and like, oh my god, like I have no idea where we're gonna be, like going forth right now. Yeah, and like another thing, like I've showed the video beforehand, like in a previous video, but I wanted to show you guys it again. Like you've seen, it's the main video promoting the Great Reset. Like literally, they posted this in 2016, thinking like you will be happy and be glad for what we have to offer. Because like, oh, we're gonna provide all this stuff for you. You'll own nothing and be happy though. You'll rent it. Like what they're doing is they're intentionally trying to create a permanent class of renters. They don't want anyone to have any ownership over anything. They're creating a permanent class of renters. And how they're doing that? They're raising taxes with inflation, gas prices, all of it. This is an entire cabal of people that are doing this. Like literally, I'll go into it right here. Like, there you go right there. They reveal their entire plan. And they reveal the rest of it in Klaus's book that he actually released. For instance, he actually released the book. This book, he literally released this. And, like, oh, my God, like, how stupid would you have to be to write a book about this? And, like, there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, the Great Reset is just a giant conspiracy theory. When they actually wrote a fucking book called The Great Reset. COVID-19, The Great Reset. Like, yeah. Like, and also today, Bill Gates, he was actually doing it. He was actually doing a speech at the Davos meeting, basically saying how to prevent the next pandemic and stuff like that. Blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, my God. As well as they were also talking about carbon emissions and stuff like that. When they're trying to lower carbon tax, well, actually they're going to raise carbon taxes. But what they're trying to do is that they're going to lower carbon emissions, like they even said earlier this year. Well, even in 2021, the pandemic has lowered carbon emissions for the better. Let's keep it that way. Like literally, a lot of these people have gone on record and said this. Like This is incredibly disturbing shit right here. Oh my God. Like, just the fact that we're going through this time right now, it scares me. It scares me in a whole bunch of ways. Emily Miller, have you noticed all the new fake meat substance in Walmart and fast food places since COVID? Oh, there's been a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff. Like, I'm going to bring your comment up here. Thanks for commenting that right here. They're like, and Bill Gates says, he said it like last year. He thinks that all countries should switch over to fake meat. Like, literally, like, when you notice that in all these fake meat and stuff like that that's grown from vegetables and beets and stuff like that, it has estrogen in it. Estrogen, you guys know the stuff about estrogen. I can't comment too much on it, but you guys know what I'm referring to when I'm talking about estrogen. Yeah. And please, like, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. Like, please subscribe to it, as we're trying to beat the YouTube algorithm here. Because I'm trying to grow this platform, grow on my channel, and grow my content. Because I want to do this more. I just love doing this podcast. It's so fun, and so yeah. Thank you for making that comment, because that is a great comment right there. Excuse me. Yeah. But basically, like, when they said they're going to lower carbon emissions, like, they don't want us owning anything. They don't want us making any carbon things. They want us to get down to zero carbon, zero emissions. Meanwhile, that these elites, they're all flying around in their private jets, and these jets, just like for one flight, create more pollution than any one of us humans will create in our entire lifetime. Literally, this is an entire fact. You can look this up right now. And plus, about this global warming and all this stuff about, like, global warming and or whatever you want to call it, climate change and whatever, it's a giant hoax. It's like, there's so much evidence that it's a hoax. Like, they've gotten caught faking the numbers multiple times. The temperatures, they've gotten caught faking them a bunch of times. Literally, you can go look this up. Like, and literally, this is a ploy they're using to gain more control, so that we have no power left. Literally, that is their entire mission right here, to make sure we have no power whatsoever. Literally, you can go. Yeah, like, this is incredibly disturbing stuff right here. Like, I'm scared of where we're going right now. I am completely scared. And plus, like, plus another thing I want to say, like, a bunch of these, like, I forgot which volcano it was, but it was back in the early 2000s that erupted. And, like, it created, like, some more, and guess what? It blew up more gases and smoke and carbon emissions and pollution than decades of human pollution did. So literally, that shows that there's nothing bad really we're doing. Like, climate change is a giant hoax. I don't care what anyone says. I believe is a giant hoax to just make us give up more of our rights, so that these elites have more control over us. Literally, that's what this is right here. Yeah. And all right, more of our rights. I want to get into this next part. There was a woman who was giving a speech at the Davos event today, talking about free speech and saying that we have to do certain things with free speech. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys that video right here, because I think you're going to get a kick out of this. Like, yeah.
Everywhere. And everything feels binary when it doesn't need to be. So I think we're going to have to think about a recalibration of a whole range of human rights that are playing out online, from freedom of speech to the freedom to, to be free from online violence, or the right of data protection to the right to child dignity. We are
regulating free speech, like regenerating free speech, like literally, like these guys are anti freedom. These are like literally like what all these people know is corruption. This is their entire plan, and like there's a whole bunch of people, these cabals that are at the top of this. Like these, not all of these, like a lot of people that you wouldn't think of that they are actually elites. A whole bunch of them. Some of them are even like were elites at one point, but left them. Like Trump, for instance, he was one of the elites at one time. That's a fact. But look what has happened. But he left them, and literally, and I'm glad that he left them. And like he's been calling out their bull crap. Literally, that is what he is doing. Like Trump was not afraid to go and talk about this. He was not at all afraid, and they attacked him for it. Like this is incredibly scary stuff. Like with when free speech, look at all this cancel culture nonsense. Like they're banning people left and right that go against the narrative or go against the establishment. Trump went against the establishment, and look what happened. Like a few other politicians went against them, and look what happened. But Alex Jones went against him. David Icke, they went against him, and look what happened. Yeah, Joe Rogan is going against him, and look what has been happening to him. Literally, they even on Joe Rogan's podcast, he talked about the World Economic Forum one time, and he was actually reacting to Klaus Schwab admitting that the World Economic Forum had penetrated and infiltrated governments across the world. Literally, all these governments. That this is what has happened. This is scary shit right here. Like, oh my God, you couldn't imagine where this has gone at this moment. Like, I have no idea what is happening right now. Like that. I don't. Like it's incredibly scary stuff. Like, I feel I'm scared of where we're heading right now. Like oh, another thing. I'm gonna try to find this again. What was his name? Jack Polsak. Hold on a second, guys. Jack Polsak. I believe that's what his name was. Where is he? I'm trying to find him. Right here. Oh, right here. Jack Polsak. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go right to that. I found it. Switching over to it. Yeah. Yep. Right here, guys. Jack Polsak, if you didn't know, he is a journalist on the internet, and like he does a lot. He actually went to the Davos meeting. Well, he was outside of the Davos meeting, I believe, and he got arrested by the World Economic Forum's own police force. Literally, like these guys have their own little police force, like, and they arrested him. I don't know the exact reason, but they did it because he was out there. I don't know the exact reason he was, but like, look, and like they had their own little police force. You see this right here, World Economic Forum, and like literally, they have a bunch of guns and stuff on them themselves. Like literally, like right here. Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted this, and people like Marjorie Taylor Greene is pretty much the only person that is speaking out against this Davos thing, because everyone else that is afraid to, because they are afraid of what will happen to them if they do. Like this is some really scary shit right here. Like literally, the World Economic, and look at this. Look at this right here, the logo. You see the horns and stuff like that? You'll never convince me otherwise of it. That's supposed to represent Satan or Lucifer. Literally, this is what this is supposed to represent. Like this is like these guys are either Satanists or Luciferians. Some of them are they're probably a bit of both in there, but this is literally what they are. And these guys, they actually do occult rituals too. They do it at Bohemian Grove, which is basically a summer camp practically. Like even Alex Jones snuck in there and got this and got some of this information. And so yeah, I'm gonna read what Marjorie Taylor Greene actually said about this. Why was American journalist Jack Posobiec detained at the Davos by the World Economic Forum police? Yeah, why was he? Why does the World Economic Forum have police? Yeah, because to make sure anyone who is protesting gets shut down. This appears to be intentional intimidation tactics and shouldn't have happened. 100% agree. 100% agree. Yeah, they're clearly trying to scare people and stuff like that. Right. Yeah. Oh, speaking of this, of Bill Gates and stuff like that, I found this earlier. Like, this was hilarious. I tweeted this to my buddy Osiris at Stuck in the Middle, and this is hilarious. 2,000 monkeys, and shows a picture of Bill Gates. Looks like he's in some dark clothing with a bunch of monkeys, like, and Gates, Fauci, Biden, like. Literally, what this is supposed to be a reference to 2,000 Mules, which is that documentary about I'm not sure if I'm even allowed to say election. I'll say it. The 2020 election. That's all I'm going to say on it. I'm not going to say any details about it or what I think about it. So yeah, someone created a parody about it, and like it was actually hilarious. And what this is also referring to is also the MK thing. You can read in between the words there. I'm not going to say that just in case I don't get a strike, just so I don't get a strike. I don't know if I can or cannot say it, but you guys know what I'm referring to. The MK thing that's been going on lately. I think it's pretty similar to what happened in 2020. I'm positive about that. I don't think anyone's going to change my mind on that. That is just my opinion on it. You can think about it however you want, but that is just how I'm going to be taking it right here. Like, literally. Yeah. And also, like, I also want to go talk a bit more about Alex Jones's thing. Like, give me a second right here. I want to react to his thing right here. He did the video about it, and like on InfoWars, and we're going to go watch it for a little bit. We're not going to watch the entire thing, but you guys get the idea right here. Like, literally, like, Chrome. Wait 1 second, guys. Right here. Okay. You guys can see. Let me know if you guys can see that finally. Just let me know. If you can't see or hear it, just let me know in the comment section. All right. Like, literally, like, this is some scary stuff right here. Like, I can't react to all of it for reasons, but I can react to some of it.
Also be clear. The future is not just happening. The future is built by us, by a powerful community as you here in this room.
This coming out party, the final countdown's
right
over, and they are openly announcing hell on earth. The quote, painful transition into the post-industrial world.
Yeah.
The end of the family as you know it, forcing massive populations into re-education camps. It is all being announced. War, famine, collapsing borders, devalued currencies, pedophilia openly being purported and sold by the system.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's on. And what's incredible is I'm not even angry at these monsters. They are what they are. They're evil. It is our governors, our legislatures, and the supposed good members of Congress and other leaders around the world who are not like Orban or Bolsonaro, who state clearly this is a fascist corporate world government using communist tactics on the ground. We should have press conferences with Senator Paul and Senator Hawley and Senator Cotton and Senator Cruz. And others. But no, it's only MTG talking about it. And that's because the Republicans aren't controlled at that level, that faction that is good. But they know if you call out the Bilderberg group, the Davos group, and actually fight it, they will kill you. At this level. People don't like being.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm going to try to, I don't want to play the entire thing, but so yeah.
Also be clear.
Right here.
They literally announced computers will control.
All right. Because I watched part of it before I got on here, got on live, but so yeah.
Freedom and your mobility and your body, your genetics, your very blood, your cells, your DNA. You ain't seen nothing. All the crazy clips the last few years of you'll own nothing, you'll have nothing, world government, your free will's gone, there's too many of you, we're going to get rid of you, we're going to get rid of the industrialized world. In the last 24 hours, yesterday and today, they just finished up most of their speeches. Bill Gates is the keynote speaker today, speaking as we speak. Got a live feed of that we'll go to in a moment.
Yeah.
If you thought everything they'd done previous was out in the open, this is incredible. We're going to track everything you buy, sell, and do.
Yeah. This is their entire plan. They do not want personal freedom. They don't want openly thinking. They want, like, literally, we're going to become like what China is. Because Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab have openly said China is the de facto representation of how the world should be. Like, even a few years ago, I believe it was in 2017, Xi Jinping, he literally went at the Davos, one of the Davos event that year. I believe it was 2017. I could be wrong, but I believe it was. That he literally went there and says, it says, I will destroy Trump. I will work with Hollywood, and like he even said that he said that he admires Adolf Hitler and Joseph Stalin. Like, literally, he literally admitted this. He's a communist, an evil person, and he is and these elites, they want China to be the world's dominant superpower. They are angry that America is the world's dominant superpower because they know America is a threat to them. America is a threat to these elitist agenda because America is about freedom, and they hate that. They hate that. They do not want anyone to have personal freedom of any kind. They want to control, trace you, and do whatever they want. They're like, yeah.
We're going to put a carbon tax to the vaccine passport. Everything we told you years ago was coming.
Yeah.
Because their plans were there, but not being executed. We're going to get rid of all your free speech.
Yep.
We're going to forcibly inject you and your family.
Okay. That part, I can't play that part for reasons.
Unbelievable. Now, there's a very important article that has 10 of these clips. I've got more than 20 here.
Yeah.
But 10 of them are in one spot. We're going to be going over them this hour. The article's titled Videos. I have it linked to the live show feed at Infowars.com. Videos.
Look at this. Look at the article that Alex Jones had. Davos elites warn painful global transition, and yes, there's a video on that. Should not be resisted by nation states. Literally, there's a transition because, like, to get into this new world order stuff that these elites want, there has to be a transition from where we are now to get there. There has to be. Otherwise, it just won't work. And plus, it's going to be extremely painful. And like, basically, like, when they're saying that if there's any resistance, they will shut it down.
This sicky sweet garbage. Here's the clip.
We need to accept that there will be
Right here. This is that part where they're talking about the transition. Like, just watch this.
some pain in the process. The pace that we need will open up for missteps. It will open up for shortages on energy. It will create inflationary pressures, and maybe we need to start talking about that pain is actually worth it, because if we don't, there's no business case, there's no economy, there's no welfare. But so far, I think we have been a little bit careful actually talking about the pain in the short term that is likely to come from this very important change.
Yeah, just put these handcuffs on and get in the car, lady, and I'm going to take you in the van out to the woods and torture you to death. Of course, they don't tell you that.
Pretty much.
Once you get the chains on, it gets worse, not better. So they all get double and triple the money. They fly around in giant private jets and live on huge mansions. They all vertically integrate the society, run this whole scam, and then tell you it's for your own.
Right here. The WHO is set to officially recommend every country adopt something, lockdowns, and abrupt change to policy. Literally. And this was from May 23rd. Literally. They're doing everything they can to cripple every country's economy and just destroy wealth and prosperity. Destroy and success. Just so their agenda can flourish.
Good.
Oh, yeah. I can't show that, obviously. But you guys get the idea. We watched enough of Alex Jones. Like, I'm a huge fan of him, but we need to move on to talk about the other part of this. Let me see if I can find it right here. New World Order. Okay. Tom McDonald, he did a song called New World Order. I can't play that here for obvious reasons. But yeah, let me try to find this right now. Michael Knowles. He talked about this. Let's do right here. Michael Knowles from the Daily Wire. He did a video about someone from Australia talking about the New World Order. Like literally, I want to play this right here just so you guys can get an idea.
What we're looking at here is not so simple as a matter of freedom versus tyranny. Freedom and tyranny play into this question, but it's not so simple as all that. What this is about is, pardon the expression, a whole new world.
Because this New World Order thing is what the Davos Group, the World Economic Forum, and the Illuminati is trying to do. Literally, their goal is this New World Order where they control everything, and we are the pawns in their system. Literally, like Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab call us. They call us useless eaters. Yeah.
World order. Okay, that's an expression that was trending yesterday on Twitter, and it was trending because an Australian politician accidentally let the phrase slip.
Be put back in place, especially with reopening and people going back to pubs and stuff, because our exposure sites still, will they be put back in place to be listed once we are reopening, because they're not at the moment?
We will be looking at what contact tracing looks like in the New World Order. And yes, it will be pubs and clubs and other things if we have a positive case there.
New World Order? I thought this was 15 days to slow the curve. Yeah. This was back months ago. And you can't even find the regular video anymore because it's so shadow banned. I believe it may have even been taken down. But yeah.
Our response may be different if we know that people are fully vaccinated. So we're working through a number of those issues, but we will have to reflect and learn.
The New World Order? I thought this was 15 days to slow the spread. New World Order? Because of the Wu flu? The New World Order is a phrase you may have heard before.
Yeah.
The New World Order was a term popularized by George H.W. Bush in a couple speeches that are now being suppressed. This was back at the start of the first Iraq War, the Gulf War.
Yeah.
What is at stake is more than one small country. It is a big idea, a new world order.
Yeah.
Where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind, peace and security, freedom, and the rule of law.
Yeah.
Such is a world worthy of our struggle and worthy of our children's future. We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new...
Yep.
When we are successful.
Well, George H.W. Bush was a member of Skull and Bones, which is a section of the Illuminati. So yeah, he, from my point of view, is he was just revealing some stuff here. That's all he was doing. He was just revealing a bit by bit, inch by inch, literally.
And we will be.
And he wasn't doing it on his own. He was actually being told to do it. That's what I believe was probably happening.
We have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
I don't know about that. Wait, the UN is now going to just go in and kind of run all these different countries? I don't know about that. So when I heard this Australian politician use the phrase New World Order, I said, where have I heard that? Oh, I heard that from George Bush. Let me look up that speech.
Yeah.
So I look it up on YouTube, and the speech won't come up. The clip won't come up. Actually, what comes up is some other speeches of George Bush, and then a header, like a little disclaimer that says the New World Order is a conspiracy theory. And it's not real, and it's to totally ignore this. There's nothing to see here. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. You say, wait, what? Nothing says the New World Order is a conspiracy quite like burying the clips of the speech of the New World Order and telling you it doesn't exist, right? That's, okay. And having the largest corporation on earth do that. Yeah, that assuages my fears. Okay, now but of course that's what this is. I mean, that clip, was from September 11th, 1990 and January 16th,
September 11th.
1991. And Bush was talking about the Gulf War. And he's saying, look, what we're going to do now, the Cold War's over,
Yeah.
we're going to remake the entire world in America's image. And his son would pursue this path in the second Iraq War and
Yep.
the War on Terror and
Yep.
abolishing tyranny in the world, as he said in the second inaugural. And it was a bit utopian and a bit progressive and quite liberal. But they really meant it. They really said, there is going to be a world order and we want to change the world order.
Yeah.
And the effect of the coronavirus lockdowns, without question, is that. Without question. I'm not saying it's some sneaky cabal, in the shadows somewhere
No,
with
it
space
is.
lasers or anything. I'm just
It
saying
is a sneaky cabal of people.
the
actually.
effect
It
of these
truly
lockdowns is to reorder the way that citizens relate to their nations and the way that nations relate to the rest of the world. That's just without question. I mean, Joe Biden proved it last night by upending the constitutional order and imposing this mandate.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you enjoyed that clip. You can get
Okay, there you guys go. Like literally, this stuff is incredibly disturbing right here. Like, who knows where this is actually going? Like, it scares me in a lot of ways. It truly does. Like, because the fact that we're going through this this entire phase right here, it scares me a hell of a lot. Like, if the New World Order was just a giant conspiracy, why are you trying to hide all of these references to it? Do you really get that? Do you get it? Because guess what? If you're trying to hide something, you're clear. If you're trying to hide something that isn't true, that doesn't make any sense to. You clearly have something going on behind the scenes, and yes, it is a giant cabal of people sneakily working behind the scenes to do this. Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, the rest of the Illuminati, the 13 bloodlines. Like, do all these? I'm in the Committee of 300, as you guys can see, like in the main title photo. The main title photo of this episode. Excuse me, where it shows the Illuminati structure. You see the pyramid, and then you see each phase. It goes up and down, like where every one of these places are. Like literally, like you guys get the general idea right there. But that aside, another thing I wanted to talk about that happened at the Davos event today was Zelensky, the president of Ukraine. Blah blah blah. He actually did a live chat. Well, when you're in a giant war and there's who knows how many, and it says there's like 50 assassination attempts against him every day. How he has some time to do this, makes me curious. I'm very curious. So I don't know. I'm so curious what is going on right here. Yeah, I'm tired right now, but I need to finish this video soon in a little bit, but that's going to be but I want to talk about Zelensky right now. Right. And I'm going to show you the speech that Zelensky gave at Davos, because then we're going to talk about it, because talked about Russia, but when you realize that Putin was actually a member of the World Economic Forum beforehand. He used to be, and he still is. Well, he's not a member right now, but he's still a member of the elites. And the Illuminati and the World Economic Forum most likely were the ones who told him to invade Ukraine, because they want Russia to rebuild the Soviet Union, to be the number 2 behind China in this new world order, in the Great Reset. Let's just play this first, because
Russia using their special weapons, either chemical, biological, and even more so nuclear. Do not give the aggressor the impression that the world would not resist enough. Protect the freedom and regular, peaceful order in the world with the maximum efforts possible. This is what the sanctions should be. There should be maximum, so that Russia and every other potential aggressor who wants to wage a brutal war against its neighbor would clearly know the immediate consequences for their actions. And I believe there's still no such sanctions against Russia. And there should be. There should be Russian oil embargo. All the Russian banks should be blocked. No exceptions. There should be an abandonment of the Russian IT sector. There should not be any trade with Russia. This should be a precedent for sanctions pressure that will work convincingly for the decades to come and would support the peace. It is necessary to set a precedent for the complete withdrawal of all foreign businesses from Russian market, so that your brands would not be associated with war crimes, so that your offices, bills and goods were not used by the war criminals in their bloody interests. Values must matter, particularly when a full-scale war begins and the global markets are becoming destabilized, because someone there is simply neglecting the values.
There you go, right there. Like Zelensky, like, I don't know, like he's clearly a ploy, just like Putin is. Like, he is like Zelensky, he is just someone who's put front and center. This entire Ukrainian and Russia war is well, there are people that are being killed, clearly, but this is a giant cabal of people planning to do this. It's helping them. It's helping them not only crush the United States, but push the entire Great Reset agenda forward. It's like they're doing every little thing they can to put it forward and to bring down the United States. And this is something I said beforehand, and I still say, and I truly believe this when I say it. If it wasn't for the Second Amendment, the Great Reset would have already been implemented. It would have been implemented fully by now. But the reason it hasn't was because we have the Second Amendment. Because, like, the founders left the Second Amendment because they knew something like this would happen. Because the Second Amendment is not there for hunting. It is there to protect us, the people, from tyrannical government, both foreign and domestic. The founders said that, and it still continues to be today. And now that I know I have not talked about the Buffalo shooting or this new shooting that happened today in Texas. Like, I don't like to talk about school shootings that much because, like, for reasons like I don't want to accidentally say the wrong thing because accidentally say the wrong thing because, like, I don't want my channel to get taken down because, like, literally, if you say just one small thing out of line when you talk about this, your channel can be nuked like that. So yeah, I'm not covered. I'll talk about it a little, but I won't go into it too much. But from what I've heard, it was the guy who was behind the Buffalo shooting was a mental patient who showed severe signs, and no one said anything about it. No one did. Clearly, he clearly was some sick human being, and no one's tried to stop him at all. No one did. No one tried to stop him, even though this guy was clearly a threat. He was clearly dangerous, and he killed I forgot the amount of people he killed at that supermarket. Well, yeah, and the media tried to call him a white supremacist, and stuff like that because of some stuff that he had on his gun. I believe that's what it was. Who knows? But if you look at his manifesto, he clearly says right in his manifesto that he took the political compass test and landed on the authoritarian left. He was not some white supremacist. He landed on the authoritarian left. So guess what? He was not some right-winger. He was a left-winger. Like, I'm not saying he was like Bernie Sanders, but he was clearly a left-winger. Clearly. Like, you guys get the general idea right here. That this is a whole bunch of no, I can't say it like that. The way the media is pushing it, where it was just a white supremacist, is not true. It's like this guy was some leftist that who was a mental patient, just walked into a supermarket and just shot everybody up. Or with this new shooting in Texas, where some guy went into a school and shot. Man, I've heard conflicting reports about how many was. I've seen some reports where it says 18 or 21 or 23 people were killed, and many more were injured. I haven't seen the full of the thing, but I'm gonna have to look more into that after I get done with this live stream. but I've intentionally tried not to talk about these shootings because I just don't want my channel to get in trouble. Because if you say just one small thing out of line like that, like your channel can be nuked like that, and I don't want that. I want my channel to stay up, and so I can continue to grow it. But as I've said beforehand, these school shootings happen because these sick-minded people that people knew about were disturbed people, and no one said anything to stop them. All these school shootings, not just this Buffalo guy, but also Aurora, Columbine, Sandy Hook, Virginia Tech, Parkland, all those people that were that were the shooters showed severe signs before the shooting happened, and no one said anything. The most outrageous thing with Parkland, where a guy called cops 42 times and called the FBI 3 times, and every time he said the guy is going to shoot up the school. And they were like, okay, we'll make a note of that. No, the guy is going to shoot up the school. Okay, we'll make a note about that. The guy is bringing a gun to school to shoot people. And here's his manifesto. And plus, I believe he even made a bunch of videos on the internet talking about taking people out or something like that. I don't know the exact details, but it was something along those lines. And no one did anything. And are you kidding me? Or or with the Columbine guys, the parents walked through the garage for 3 years where the bomb making materials were on the table, and they clearly didn't say anything because those guys were making bombs so they could go throw it in the school, and thank God those bombs did not go off when they went in there. So yeah. Or I believe it was Virginia Tech too, where the guy there was coming home and was goofy and incommunicable. He was a goofball, and he just shows a bunch of weird signs, and no one said anything. Oh my God. Or even Aurora, man, wow, the guy from Aurora who from the Dark Knight Rises theater shootings, he beforehand. And literally, you can look this up. Beforehand, he told his psychiatrist that his goal in life was to kill as many people as possible. And he said it. He said it on record numerous times with his psychiatrist that his goal in life was to kill as many people as possible. And now he's got his new AR-15 to do it with. Clearly, and the psychiatrist didn't say anything. That psychiatrist was responsible for so many people's deaths. Clearly, it was who he or she was. I don't remember if it was a male or female, but yeah, clearly. And also, all these school shootings, at least these main ones, I should say, they all happen in gun-free zones. Parkland, Virginia Tech, Aurora, Columbine, all of them were. And and if you did your research, you would know that at all these places when the shootings happened, there were people who had a concealed weapons permits and who could have had a gun on their personal, could have had a firearm to at least reduce, if not terminate, the murderous threat. Now there weren't many of them, but there was some people. There was a janitor at one of them. There was a couple guys in the office. They had concealed weapons permits, but they weren't allowed to have them in that building. Virginia Tech, Parkland, Aurora, Columbine. Well, and Aurora is the big one. In Aurora, Colorado, are you kidding me? A bunch of people would have all kinds of guns, and they could have returned fire, but they were forced into unarmed helplessness because when you are forced into unarmed helplessness, you are unarmed and helpless, and you cannot defend yourself. How are you supposed to protect yourself from this psychopath or sociopath that's walking into a place to shoot up at you? Clearly. Or a few years ago, there was that shooter that walked into the church with a shotgun. As soon as he fired off, a guy pulled out his handgun and took him out immediately. That was not a gun-free zone, and thank God it wasn't, because you know how many lives he saved? A whole lot. Now, I don't know if this Texas shooting of this other one was the one that recently happened. It was either today or the day beforehand, it was in a gun-free zone. I don't know for a fact. It may have been, it may not have been. I don't know. I'll have to look more into it. But these elites and stuff like that, they take advantage of these shootings. They use it to promote gun control. Like these shootings, they happen clearly. They all happen, and the media takes control of it to try to weaponize the situation to do gun control. Clearly, that is what's supposed to happen instead of looking at the core problem, which is the mental health system, and not fixing the U.S. mental health system, which is a complete joke. Literally, that is what it is. The U.S. mental health system is a joke and always has been and always will be. Until we fix it. It's like, if you want to actually start saving people, fix it. And because there needs to be places where people can be taken care of. Because we're in our society right now, we have failed to take care of people or respond in any sort of meaningful matter to stop all these shootings from happening and to save people's lives. And when these people talk about we need gun control, gun reform, to take away guns, take away all this stuff, when you look at it, all these places that have taken guns have been have not worked out. Like Britain, they took the guns away about 20, 25 years ago, and look what happened. Their overall violent crime tripled. Literally, the knife violence over in the UK is horrible. There is so much knife violence over in the UK, it's ridiculous. And it's incredibly disturbing too. Literally, there were a bunch of people that are jacked with knives all the time. And what are you going to do? Ban knives too? But guess what? If you ban knives, people will start using hammers. This is just a never-ending cycle of something that will never stop happening. This will always happen. There's just no way there's just no way around it. It will always happen until you start fixing this. But right now, no one's interested in trying to fix this problem. And this problem is the mental health system. Because without a good mental health system, there is nothing good going on. Clearly, there is not. It's just things are just being made much worse than it is right now. And so what we just need to do is we need to focus on taking care of people and responding in correct ways. We can't keep going down this same path where we are right now. It has gotten so bad and so out of hand. There's so much going on, guys. There's so much. I can't stand that these elites, these politicians, and these lobbyists take advantage of these horrific shootings when they should be letting the families grieve, but they're not. They're just going right to saying we need gun control, we need to ban guns and ban all this, et cetera, when they're not focusing on the main problem of the mental health system. And they always go to some weird statistics saying, "Oh, America has a more higher gun percentage violence and stuff like that," and they show the entire list. If you look at the entire list, those statistics are bogus because if you look at those statistics, a lot of those shootings were gangbanging drug dealers, cops killing bad guys, and people defending their homes from intruders. That is what it is. You're not looking at that. That is what it is. You can deny it all you want, but that's just what it is. That statistic is bogus and does not make any sense. Because before 2020, before all the C-19 stuff and the lockdowns and the riots happened, there were America since it was a 20-something. I forgot the exact amount, but I believe it was almost 20 years. I could be wrong, but I believe it may have been nearly 20 years where overall violent crime was reducing. I believe it was. I forgot the exact amount of how much it reduced, but it was still reducing in a lot of ways too. I believe it was 25%, somewhere around that area, that crime was reducing until 2020. Because 2020 was obviously the summer of love and C-19 began. So a whole bunch of stuff started and you guys get the general idea. There was so much bad stuff going on. Like people have short-term memories and forget what the summer of love was. No one remembers that clearly. So yeah, you guys get the general idea right there. Like we got a lot to do to fix this country, a whole lot to do. And that's why the only way I believe to fix this country, to truly fix it, is the national divorce. I believe the national divorce is the only true way to fix this country, because like both sides cannot work together anymore. We're we don't, because like the left does not like someone having a different opinion than them. They do not. So that's why they go and attack people on the right for having a slightly different opinion than them. So like, yeah. That's why I believe the only way to solve this is the national divorce. Like saying, hey, you go live your way however you want. I don't care. We're not going to live that way over here. We are going to be living like a free conservative state. Well, you can have your socialist or communist state, whatever you want out there. Be my guest. Have a good time. Whatever. So, but yeah, I'm not going to go too much deep into the national divorce stuff because like I got to wrap this up. So I'll save it for probably a future video. Where I've talked about it beforehand, but I'm not going to go too much more deep into it right there. I was like, I got to get ready. I got to go do a couple things right now. So yeah. All right, guys. Remember to like this video, subscribe to this channel, share this video, and turn on notifications so we can beat the YouTube algorithm. Because we need this channel to grow and expand, so we can produce more content. And like produce content every day. That's what I'm trying to do because I want this channel to grow and eventually become a business and stuff like that. Yeah. Also, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Gab, Minds, CloudHub, what else? Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast, and was that all of them? Yeah, I believe that's all of them. Like I lost track. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So. I'm Ray from the Ray Infinity Show podcast. Catch you guys later. Peace!